What's going on, everybody? Today I'm going to show you how to make not one but two different types of naan flatbread pizzas on the Blackstone griddle. So let's get started. So the first flatbread we're going to do today on the Blackstone griddle is kind of my touch on one of my favorite little pizza places in the Outer Banks, North Carolina. It's called Daredevil Pizzeria. So I love going there anytime we're there, and they have a pizza called the Crazy Greek. So we're going to do our version of that on the Blackstone. So let's head on over. Okay, folks, so for our first one here on our variation of that Daredevil Pizzeria there in the Outer Banks of their Crazy Greek, we're going to start with one piece of that naan, flatbread. And what I'm going to do is I am going to take myself a little bit of minced garlic paste, and I'm going to place just a little bit of that on the top of this bread. And then I got a glove on one hand here, so I'm going to spread some of that on that bread, get that garlic paste on there. And I'm actually going to take it for this variation. Now that I got that garlic paste on, I'm going to flip it over and let it toast for just a moment before I flip it back over and add those ingredients. Okay, so we'll take that piece of flan. I'm gonna let it go for about a minute. I'm not really trying to get it nice and brown toasted. I'm just trying to warm that garlic paste that I put on there. And so we'll start adding some other ingredients. For this pizza, there's no marinara sauce, no pizza sauce. It's just more like, it's truly more like a flatbread taste to it anyway, without that sauce texture to it. But we're gonna start with just a little bit of shredded mozzarella. We're not gonna go super heavy with this mozzarella. We're not looking to coat the entire piece of flatbread. Just a little bit to give it some texture on the top here. And then next we're going to add a little bit of freshly chopped, I'm using some baby spinach. Now if you're doing a version like this at home, like in your oven, where you're cooking a longer pizza, you could even do this with like some frozen spinach and just drain it out, thaw it out, drain it out a little bit, and that would work as well. All right, so we got some of that baby spinach on there. Next we're gonna go with, I've got a little bit of freshly diced Roma tomatoes, so we'll spread those out on here. This is such like a healthy tasting flatbread or pizza as well. All right, so get those on there. And then we're going to add a little bit of crumbled feta. All right, so we got that crumbled feta. We'll break it up. You can kind of be as generous as you like with that feta. If you like a lot of feta, add more, of course. All right, turn down that heat just a little bit on there. All right, so we got that feta on there. A little bit of freshly chopped oregano. And then last but not least, once we get it finished off, we'll come back and hit it with a little bit of fresh ground pepper. But for now, I'm gonna add a little bit of water here around the edge of my Blackstone. Create some steam and let that melt under that lid for just a moment. Okay, let's take a look. Oh yeah, my friends, that mozzarella underneath it just slowly melting just a little bit. Like I said, we're not trying to like overcook it or anything. And then we're gonna take some fresh ground black pepper across the top, and we're gonna take it on over and give it a taste test. Okay. There is our Greek style little flatbread we just did on the Blackstone. Let's give this one a taste test, and then we will begin to make our second one. All right, my friends, this is gonna be like so refreshing with that Roma tomato, that spinach, that feta. Oh my gosh, can't wait. Oh my gosh, that is really good, really good. If you're looking for some type of flatbread that doesn't have that meat on it, not a greasy taste to it, or something without that marinara sauce, this is absolutely delicious. You guys will love this one. Let's go ahead and get started on our second flatbread. For our second flatbread, we're gonna do a version of a flatbread that's made at a place right here in St. Louis called Three Kings. So this is going to be kind of a spicy Italian sausage and goat cheese flatbread. Let's head on over. All right, folks, so now we will get started on our second flatbread. This will be a spicy sausage and goat cheese flatbread. So over here, I've already cooking up, I'm using like a Johnsonville spicy hot Italian sausage. I love just the smell of it, the heat coming out of it, a little bit of kick, the fennel, everything else they use in the seasoning. So that's cooked over here. I cooked the whole pound of it because I'm gonna make a lot of these because people love this one. So, but let me show you how I do this. So we're gonna start with grabbing ourselves just one of those pieces of flatbread. And for this, you can use like a marinara sauce or a pizza sauce. I'm trying to keep it as easy as possible for myself this afternoon. So I got a little bit of sauce here. I'm not gonna go too crazy with it. And I'm just gonna use like the back side of a spoon here and help kind of spread that sauce on there as well. And then what I'll do is, I got just some pretty low heat on this side of my Blackstone, so we'll go ahead and plop that down there. And we'll go ahead and start to add our other ingredients. So I shredded up some more mozzarella here. So we'll take some of that fresh mozzarella. Once again, we don't need to go too heavy with this. All right. The mozzarella is not going to be the star of the show when it comes to this flatbread, all right? All right, so we got a little bit of that mozzarella on there. And then now we'll come around and we're gonna add a little bit of this sausage that I've been making. So it's gonna be nice and piping hot. So see if I can spread some of that sausage on there for ourselves. Ooh, oh yeah. Get a little bit more on there. All right, my friends, so we got that sausage on there. And then we're gonna come and add a little bit of crumbled goat cheese. Now, we're gonna be adding some Mike's Hot Honey next, but because that, you could still, they make like a hot honey goat cheese. If you want even a little more flavor to that, you could do that as well. So just add some of that crumbled goat cheese on here along the way. You notice both of the flatbreads we made today with these two cheeses, the first one with that feta, this one with that goat cheese, just kind of some different unique flavors for sure. And then last but not least, we're gonna come with, hit it just a little bit of that Mike's Hot Honey. All right, and I'm gonna go ahead and throw the dome on that for about a minute to two and let those cheeses start to slowly melt. All right, been about 90 seconds or so. Oh yeah, I think you see that cheese melting on there. Perfect, that's exactly what we want. So let's take it on over and now give this one a taste test as well. All right, friends, time to give this one a taste test as well. Once again, there it is, that sausage, that goat cheese, that hot honey on there as well, a little bit of that mozzarella on the bottom. You can tell I was snacking on the first one while getting things ready for the second one here as well. Let's go ahead and slice this up a little bit and give it a taste test as well. Woo! See the heat coming off of that sausage, still nice and warm. Look at that, my friends. Mmm. Wow. That, so darn good. So, like, just the complexity of the sausage with that goat cheese. And even though I used the hot sausage, it's still not super hot, at least to me. And just a light texture of that pizza sauce on the bottom. Didn't go crazy with the mozzarella. Oh man, that hot honey on top of that goat cheese as well. This, my friends, is fire. You guys will love this one. You're gonna love both of these flatbreads. Hopefully you'll enjoy making them on your Blackstone griddle or whatever outdoor griddle you have at home as well. Make sure you hit that subscribe button as well. We really enjoy it when you guys do that. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys again on Bones and Brews.